And what happens is it grows on people's fences because the birds eat the berries, and then they sit on the fences, and then they poop, and those seeds just germinate in the soil. So right along fence lines, lots of mulberries. Now I don't have any because I've been really good about trimming them and cutting them, but by the midsummer I'll have mulberries on this fence if I don't trim them and cut them. So anyway, so instead of seeing this thing as a problem all the time, I said to myself, wow, well, I'm going to start harvesting this stuff. I mean, why am I just going to work to send it to the compost pile if I can harvest it and use it for other things such as fences? So my plan is probably 3 years from now, when I need to replace my back fence completely, my second, maybe 2 or 3 years from now, my second fence that I'll be installing. The first one was purchased from Menards, 2007. That was a $700 investment. Well, we all know that everything has gone up. So my idea is to create a fence from materials that I harvest in our neighborhood. Why? One, I get the exercise. Two, it's not going to cost me anything. As you can see, this is what it's costing me right now to trim these things. Now, I rented a chainsaw. Well, it's going to cost me the rental of the chainsaw. Okay, rent a chainsaw, cut down the material, and create my own fence. I mean, if I have maple poles like this one here, like that, or maybe twice the size, I mean, those will be the main posts for the fence. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I got to recheck my research. I think mulberry is actually good for fence posts. I think it's good. It's not a strong wood, but you know, once you dry it, you burn it, you know, it'll last in the dirt. I'm thinking at least 5, 6, 7, 8 years, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna check. We're gonna experiment, and of course, I'll do a little bit of research. But there's other wood also that I could sink in. There's other trees, and I have an elm tree here that I'll down, and I'm sure that I'll have lumber from that, poles from that I can sink in the soil for fencing. And so I want a much more natural, organic looking fence. That way I'm not introducing other materials, having to buy other materials. And so if I end up saving, let's say, $1,000 to $1,500 next year, maybe 2 years from now, from not having to buy a fence or fencing material, and I have harvested all the wood from my neighborhood, which is cleaning up my neighborhood. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, yeah, look at this beautiful maple right here. Yep. Anyways, that's the way I think. And I think that's probably the way people thought many years ago. Instead of just thinking everything just comes out of a box, out of a can, out of a store. It doesn't. You know? It takes a little bit of ingenuity, a little creativity, a little time, and prioritizing. What's your priorities, you know? So if you make a lot of money and you're doing well, then yeah, go buy your own fence, and that's fine. And you know, that's okay. You know, that's what keeps the economy rolling. Everybody spending a little money. But I think I'll spend my money on renting the chainsaw and paying taxes. We're all paying taxes, so I'm already paying into the economy, folks. Anyways, got a little bit more work to do, but it's starting to clean up. These poles will be nice. Gonna strip them. Got to take the bark off. Oh, that's another thing about mulberry. The bark is from my past experience, the bark comes off really easy. So once the bark comes off and the wood dries, it won't rot as easy. I'll sun dry it or put it in the garage. I'm not 100% sure. And then I will burn it. Any of the posts or poles that are touching the contact of dirt, I'll burn them first, char them, and then I'll see if I can apply some kind of natural shellac or some kind of varnish or something to them that's natural. Maybe something like pitch or something that comes out of pine trees. Anyways, folks, have a great day. I know I get a little bit wordy sometimes, but I'll try to keep these videos a little bit shorter.